Hello everybody! Today we are reading chapter 27 of Storm and Fury. I am hype. I'm excited. In real time as of recording this is the last week we're finishing up Storm and Fury. I'm a little bit behind unfortunately on my reading, but I'm excited. I'm ready to see where this all goes. Just judging by the author and the way she ends her chapters, since I know there's another book after this, I feel like she's going to leave it on a cliffhanger. And I'm going to be sad. So, yeah. But anyways, chapter 27, if you haven't watched any of these videos before, usually these have spoilers. We're going to go through the entire chapter and talk about what happens. So if you haven't read the chapter yet, I would recommend going and reading that and then coming back. But yeah. Also, this is going to be my permanent video spot now. So the spot I used to use now has bookshelves in it. So, which is cool and I'm excited, and those are currently under construction, so my recording space is a little bit under construction, which is also why I'm a little behind on videos this time around, because I haven't had as much time to record and all that stuff because we've been building IKEA furniture. So yeah, but we'll get right into it. Chapter 27 starts with a flash forward, because if you remember, chapter 26 left off and they said it was going to be 7 days until they could go see the witches, but now it's only a day before. But Trinity had just hung up on her phone. We didn't get to hear the conversation, but she was talking to Jada and Ty. But she just hangs up on that, she just got off the phone, and we know that Zane is talking to someone on the phone in the other room. We know it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and Trin catches us up saying that they haven't been seeing anything in town except the fiends, which are kind of harmless, to be honest. I think they're the ones that just kind of interfere with technology a little bit, but besides that, they're relatively harmless. So we do find out that Zane has been sitting with her until she falls asleep every night, and they talk about everything and anything. And my main question is, what did they talk about that they didn't want us to know? You know? I feel like there's a lot about these characters we don't know, and if they're going through and they're having these late night chats where they talk about anything and everything, at some point her father would have been brought up. You know, the fact that she's mostly blind at night would have been brought up. They're having all these conversations for the last five days, because it's the 6th day now and one more day. So yeah, 5 days. I feel like if you talk to someone for a couple hours every night, a lot more of your life gets brought up, and I want to know. But Trin realizes that once they find Misha, her relationship with Zane is going to change. And that tomorrow they're meeting with Roth and the witches, as I mentioned. So Trin is starting to miss everybody she knows, and they make mention again that she feels like she's never going back. And I don't know, I feel like this is kind of wild, because I don't know why she would go back. I know her friends are there and everything, but it's she's so sheltered when she's there. And there's so much more of the world she needs to see. And I think it's kind of weird that she's thinking about what's going to change when they find Misha, when all she should focus on is finding Misha, you know? I don't know why. She's kind of sad that her relationship with Zane's going to change, but you don't know what's going to change, you know? You don't know what kind of condition he's going to be in. He might not even be, functional. She might have to take him back to the compound, and he may never, be able to leave. He's probably going to need some years of therapy. You know, she has no idea what he's going to be like. He's probably not going to want to wander around DC and somewhere he doesn't know that he was kidnapped in. You know? I think she shouldn't even be thinking about this until it comes to this, because she has no idea what he's going to be like once they find him. But, yeah. So Trinity's kind of thinking about that, is that what condition Misha's going to probably be in, but remind yourselves that he's strong and he'll get through it. And for one, the thing is about trauma is that it doesn't matter how strong you are, if you go through that traumatic of an event, such as like torture, as what he's probably going through, like the fact that he's strong does not change the fact that he's gonna need lots of therapy. He's gonna be a different person, and it's gonna take him a long time to get back to who he was if he ever does. And I don't think she, like, I don't know, she's making all these assumptions that he's mostly gonna be fine when he comes out, and I really don't think he's gonna be fine, you know? But I just think her focus should probably be on finding him instead of, oh, he's gonna be like strong, or, you know, our relationships with Zane's gonna change. Like, that doesn't matter right now. You know, what matters is finding him in the first place. But yeah, so Zane says that he has to go check in with Nikolai, and that he invites Trin to go with him because she wanted to meet Jasmine, and then I'm gonna say Danica? It's Danika. Danica, probably, something like that. But for some reason, Trinity didn't actually believe that Zane would take her, and that seems like that. I don't know if that seems kind of like toxic to you, but it's like, who hurt her so badly that she can't even trust that people will keep their word? You know? I don't know, that's weird to me. There's a couple instances where she gets surprised or doesn't expect something that's kind of like normal behavior, and it always kind of shakes me the wrong way. I don't know why she's surprised by these things, you know? So Trinity asks if she looks okay because she wants to make a good impression, and Zane says that they're not going to the opera, which that's one of the things I don't like ever, because I'm not trying to like look fancy, I'm trying to look presentable. Okay? Anyways, so Trin says she's worried they won't like her, and Zane says that that doesn't matter because they're not her clan and they're barely his anymore. And oof. Okay, that hit a little hard for me, and it hit a little hard for Trinity is what we're gonna find out. So they're in the car, and Trinity's having like an internal monologue about how she's bothered by what Zane says, because she doesn't like the fact that he doesn't feel like he belongs in a part of his clan. And yeah, it's kind of sad. Like, I want to know what happened to Zane to make him not only live alone, but he seems to have good relationships with all of them, but like, he lives alone away from his entire community and everyone he grows up with for what? You know, like, it's not like he hates Des and Nikolai, so I don't know what caused him to completely leave that entire community. Like, I understand, I know his father died, but I feel like there's more to it that we don't know yet. And maybe that's just me, but that's kind of how I'm feeling. So Trinity notices the Washington Monument, and Zane says that she should have seen it while they were patrolling, and was surprised she hadn't noticed it yet, which made me realize that Zane has no idea that she can't see at night. And she can't see that well during the day either because she has like really bad tunnel vision. So I don't know how he hasn't noticed yet. You know, I don't know what it's gonna take for him to actually notice she can't see. You know, like Misha, when they were training, and she mentioned earlier in a couple chapters ago, but said that Misha would hide in her blind spots because she can only see like this far. She doesn't have peripheral vision, so he would hide in her blind spots and train so that she would get better about seeing people in her blind spots and like sensing them. But I don't know how Zane has not noticed yet that she can't see very well. Like, does she not, like, I know when most of us can't see, we like squint to try and see better. Does she not do that? Like, I don't know how he has not noticed yet, but maybe whatever. I guess we'll find out and see if he ever does. So Trinity lies and says that she wasn't paying attention, and yeah, I made a note here that this is what points out that she's lying to him about her vision, But Trinity says she would like to see more museums and such when they find Misha, and they can go with Zane. And Zane says that he doesn't think Misha will let her hang out with him. And big yikes. But this is like another time they're talking about, like, they're making assumptions that Misha's gonna come out alright. And I just feel like we should focus, you know? So Trinity says that she thinks Zane will grow on him. Because Zane grew on Trinity, even though he's sometimes a jerk, is what she says. And Trinity says they'll bond over the fact that they like to tell her what to do. And then Zane responds by saying that they can also bond by the fact that she doesn't listen to either of them. And I love that little banter, but that's just me. So then here's another time when we talk about how Trinity can't see anything. She falls getting out of the car because she has literally no vision at all. Well, she does, but like her vision's so bad. And like the amount of times, like, and that morning, I didn't mention this, but she tripped that morning when Zane came in to like check on her. So it's like, how has he not noticed that she can't see anything? I just don't understand. But Trinity immediately sees a warden and says she's really pretty. We find out that this new person is Donica. I'm just going to say Donica until someone corrects me and tells me that I'm wrong, because I'm not sure. But they make small talk, and we find out that she's got 2 babies that are teething, which is apparently super hard, and like baby wardens are super hard. And this is gonna come up in a second, so I'm gonna hold off my thoughts, but I have some thoughts. So speaking of baby wardens, so they make small talk, but then speaking of baby wardens, one flies right into Trinity's face, and I would just like to talk about how baby wardens can shift into tiny cement goblins, and that's terrifying to me. All I'm imagining is a temper tantrum, but your baby is made of cement and big and can fly. I don't want any part of that. I really don't. Like, that's horrifying, okay? And cement baby, like, no thank you. And plus, Trinity's human. If this cement block just flew right at her face, I don't know how she's not bruised to oblivion, okay? That is terrifying. No thank you. So, Des comes out and asks how things have been. Zane says they're fine. Des says that he has some news, and that he's happy that they brought Trinity because he wanted to share it with Trinity anyways. So Trinity's kind of shook that Jasmine is able to leave without her husband, because I've already mentioned this, but wardens are apparently uber sexist. And Jasmine says that she does what she wants, and it's super progressive, and I love it. But I just hate that, like, here's my thing. So Trinity tries to do this all the time, and then she's shocked that Jasmine does it. Like, there's a couple things about Trinity's character that I don't really understand, and this is one of them, is that there's things that she does, but then when other people do it, she's, like, surprised. I always find that a little weird. But they go to Nikolai's office, and Zane stops outside the office looking pale, and Trin realizes that this would have been his father's office, which is super sad. And Nikolai says that Bayel was sighted last night near Franklin Square. And all they really know is that he was using a car service, and someone was in the back seat, but they couldn't see who, and they couldn't really tell. But at least they know where to start patrolling, and that's the end of that chapter. Oh my gosh. I told you, I already said, this author leaves things on cliffhangers so well, and I am honestly so excited to read the rest of it and to find out what's happening and just like everything, you know? Like, I can't wait until I finish this book, but then I'm also stressed because then I'm gonna have to like wait till the next one comes out, and yeah. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this one, please like this video, and please subscribe, because I want more people to be able to see it, and, you know, helps grow us, helps grow the community. If you like reading and you like online book clubs, I run one called Barely Book Club, and I'll put the link below so you guys can join. And then I also write short stories, and I have writing tips and book reviews and all that good stuff, and I write it all on barelybookish.com, so feel free to check that out, but the links will be in the description. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!